David, you're live right now, and so have a wonderful show.
Thank you so much, Debbie, and just a lot of gratitude up to you for all your wonderful work. And I'm happy to welcome everyone to a new show. It's such a beautiful day. I'm looking outside. My window's on this side of me, so if you see me gazing that way, it's because I'm gazing out of my window and looking at this beautiful day. That's a real blessing, and I feel like I'm in this experiencing having a lot of energies and interacting with the world in my own way, and interacting with some media on occasion and seeing what's out there. And I'm quite a sensitive person, so I'm sort of in tune or attuned to the energies of what's happening, and also I can be quite influenced. And I feel like a lot of people are very tired and quite confused and just in the state of what's going on in the world and what's going on in my life and what am I here for and what am I here to experience. So a lot of questions. So we'll talk a bit about that in the show today, and please send in your comments and we'll do some readings. And welcome to all our new viewers. Angelita, welcome. Where are you, Angelita? I'm always curious where people are from, because this has become quite a global international show. And Casey, thank you. We'll do you first. Casey, step forward for a reading. I usually talk a little bit, read the comments, and do a little meditation at the beginning of the show, and then after I've done that, I move on to the reading. So Casey, you're going to be first. If you can just hold on 15 minutes or whatever it is, that will definitely put you on. Angelita, welcome from the East Coast of the States. That's wonderful. And great to have you. So sometimes the times line up for different parts of the world better than other parts, and I'm in Australia as well, so I'm on a different time zone, so where are you, Casey? I'm curious as well, if you can put in the comments section where in the world. It's quite amazing because we often have all the continents except for Antarctica, all the continents represented, people with different languages, cultural backgrounds. So this is a real global show. And Casey from Ohio, that's wonderful. We've had a couple of people from Ohio, so there's some energy in Ohio, and sending love to the people in Ohio too. So put in the comments section anything you would like me to talk about. I'm going to talk a little bit about the state of the world. First, we'll do a meditation. Bonjour from Canada. Bonjour, Marilyn Hache. It's a beautiful name. Amanda Khan is, and I'm sorry about the pronunciations. I'm not always so good. Amantha Khan, that's a beautiful name. It's got a real graceful, angelic feeling to it. Amantha. Marilyn Hache, a beautiful French name. Bonjour. And which are you in? Quebec? Which part of Canada are you in? And Amantha, where are you from? So for everyone, as I said, I start with a little meditation. So just getting comfortable, if you're on a chair, making sure your feet are lined up, connected to the ground, and uncrossing your feet. I put my hands in a mudra like that, so my thumbs are connected in my lap, and just making sure you are very comfortable. And Stu, you're in Gainesville, Florida. Actually, for some reason, I thought you were near San Diego. I got that completely wrong. You're on the East Coast. So Stu in Florida, I know Stu. Thank you so much for joining in, Stu. I actually do a meditation on Sunday. If anyone is interested, you're welcome to come. It's early on Sunday morning. For some of you, it may even be Saturday evening. Everyone is welcome to that. Just personal message me if you want to get in touch. I do have a YouTube channel, so you can contact me there with your questions, and also book a free consultation on heal.me. And if you do have a reading, if you can, please feel free to share my link, share this link of the show, or give a donation. So all amounts are appreciated. So don't feel like if you're giving $1 that it's gonna be not received. It's gonna be received with love and gratitude. So thank you so much, everyone. So let's begin our meditation now. Establishing a comfortable position for yourself. When you're ready, closing your eyes. Taking a deep, peaceful breath into your belly. With your awareness going into the center of your body, into your belly, allowing your breath to expand. Simply filling up your belly with air. And as you do so, feeling an expansion of calm and tranquility filling you up. Filling up your being with beautiful, tranquil energy. Expanding calm. Whatever has been going on in your life, whatever has been going on in the world, this is an invitation, an opportunity to bring peace into your personal reality. And the simplest way to do this is by deeply breathing into your belly. And when you breathe out, letting go of stress, tension, thoughts, ideas, beliefs. Letting go of all the ideas you may have collected from around you of should. Just letting that go. I should be this, I should be that, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Just letting go of should as you breathe out. Bringing peace with your consciousness as you breathe in. Inviting in the tranquility of nature. And as you settle into calmness, feeling a wonderful feeling of inner peace, fill up your consciousness. I invite you to imagine that instead of sitting on a chair, that you are sitting in a beautiful forest and your back is facing an ancient tree. Your back is supported by an ancient tree, feeling your back up against the wood of the tree, recognizing the texture of being in nature, enjoying the sounds around you. This tree has been around for so long, for ages, for eons, for millennia. This tree has been here, still, waiting, watching, seeing. The tree has consciousness of thousands and thousands of years of human development. And as we sit connected to this wondrous tree, we can start to tap into an ancient wisdom, the ancient wisdom of a tree. The tree may not be able to speak to you in words. It may speak to you in images or feelings. The tree is super wise, super intelligent. And I know we as humanity have disconnected from her, disconnected from the wisdom of nature. Now is our time to reconnect to this wise elder, this sentient, conscious being of love, of intelligence. Allowing your energy to absorb this good energy of the tree, allow the alchemy to take place of being infused with the wisdom of this ancient tree. This tree is like our ancient ancestor, and it's still here. We still have trees to speak to honor, to nurture. And as the tree sends love to you, supporting you, sending love back to the tree, sending your energy back to the trees. What are you being called to be in the world? This tree is here to remind you of your place in the world, your role, your destiny. Just receiving this message, this divine message from the trees. Feeling your back supported, connected, your feet connected to the ground, to the earth, to Mother Earth. Imagining tapping your roots deeply into the earth, into the center of our planet. Feeling your weight, the weight of your body, your physicality. Gently, we're going to bring ourselves out of this meditation by stretching out our body, by feeling the room around us, the space around us, or perhaps you are outside in nature, stretching out your body and placing your hands over your face, gently massaging your facial muscles, your head, the back of your neck, with love and nurturing. And if you are ready, you may gently again open your eyes, bringing yourself back. And welcome back, everyone. I hope that was enjoyable and a beautiful energy of the forest, energy of the trees, and the ancients speaking to us through our meditation. So I'm just catching up on the comments. So welcome back, everyone, and Marilyn, New Brunswick, east of Quebec. So that's wonderful. I've never actually been to Canada. I've spent quite a lot of time in the United States. Never Canada. I have quite a few friends in Canada, though. So we are going to do readings. I'll give a little talk, and it's how I usually work. Sometimes I talk first and then do a bit of meditation. It's sometimes a little bit of connecting to the soul, just reminding us who we are. And I just would love you to hear your comments and questions about your life, the world we're in, and feel free to send that in the comments. Today, I'll talk a little bit about what I said in the beginning. I do love to drink tea, so just to let you know, I tend to get a bit of a dry throat, so the tree is helpful. So I was talking a little bit about the state of the world, the flux we're in, call it disorder of the world. There's been more and more chaos, it seems, and collectively so much has gone on. I would say from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, there's just been more and more instability and a lot rising to the surface, a lot being exposed to the surface. And 2020, we've seen a huge amount of media control and media prejudice and dishonesty. And I think most people, at least, are starting to realize that the media is just a front for the corporations that control them, the money behind the media that's really controlling the message. So definitely, if you are tuned into the show, just I'm sure you're already aware of that. That's nothing new to you. This change we're going through, this transient stage we're in right now, is at a personal and collective level. So and perhaps this is what's different from before, whereas we always had a personal awakening, a personal realization. We had this seeing reality, the satori, as the Japanese Zen Buddhists call it, this awareness. What's happening now is this awareness is happening at a collective level. It's happening en masse. People are seeing, people are shifting, people are realizing their judgments, their perceptions, their acknowledgements, how their perspective is coloring their reality, and issues like gender and planetary needs, the consciousness of our planet, economic deprivation, equality at a systemic level. All these issues are rising to the surface, and not all of them are being resolved, but we're seeing more and more problems. We're seeing more and more issues, and we're seeing more and more at a systemic level how problematic a lot of these models are that are run purely for profit, with only profit motivation, and how controlled and manipulated they are, and hence how the media that's controlled by that is also controlled and manipulating and in its attempt to brainwash people. The same with Hollywood as well. So we're seeing through this the superficial surface and the motivation behind that. we're waking up, and on an individual level, we are clearing karma, we're clearing trauma, we're clearing individual issues that are from our personal life, our relationships, our previous existences. This is all being cleared. So there's an individual and collective awakening taking place right now, and your point of view is central to that. What is your point of view? Where are you placed? Where are you placing yourselves? Do you want to be awakened to the collective, as an individual? There's a balance, because both things are happening at the same time. This 3D reality is it can be very dense. It can be a very dense reality. And so what's happening behind the scenes is interesting, because our cosmic reality is outside of space and time. At a soul level, the divine, the eternal is much more outside of space and time. It's much more eternal. It's not so bothered by all these human issues we're having in this 3D reality. And we can swim in this divine. And thank you, Casey, for your comment, and Marilyn. So Marilyn, yeah, the communication tools are part of this change, this shift. It's part of it, because the power structures have also broken down, because we used to just have the news, and now we have the ability to communicate immediately across the globe. Social media is also part of the manipulation, though. So that's also controlled and manipulated. So all the channels blocked any sort of free thought or free expression, for instance, during COVID. So we really saw how controlled our reality is. So perhaps that's a good analogy, a collective awakening of the Renaissance. Now we have technology, so technology is part of it, and we're much more global. So the Renaissance is more, I think part of the Renaissance is a little bit of artistic. So it's seen as an artistic awakening and a creative awakening. However, the power structures were pretty much set in place at the time. So thanks, Marilyn. Communication tools definitely a key part of this reality. The quantum timelines, the quantum realities are something we can feel, we can tune into with our feelings, and those are outside of space and time. And so it's all possible realities are coexisting, or already existing. So quantum reality is really fascinating, and how all these different timelines are happening at the same place. We can access and interact with them through space and time. And actually, the Hadron Colliders, I think that's in Belgium, is it? The Hadron Collider experiments. They're showing that in the quantum field and the quantum reality, we can also shift or change we can change our past reality, which is really interesting. The quantum experiments happening at the Hadron Collider. We can hop into realities that already exist, hop into the new Earth. So knowing that it's already here is part of this shift. We don't have to do something. It's more of a being. We just simply acknowledge and be, and step into it without any doubt, and step into a new state of being. Our state of vibration is creating the reality around us. So we are transmitting a reality through our consciousness, and that is interacting with the field around us, the field of consciousness around us. So we are kind of like a star in the universe that's shining and affecting all the other quantum physical bodies around, not necessarily quantum, but the physical bodies around it in the universe are being affected by our state of consciousness, our state of being. So welcome, Amanda Jokish. That's awesome to have you. Where are you from? I'd love to know where you're from. So how do we hop into new realities? This is what a lot of teachers, a lot of people talk about, a lot of people ask. And we can do it through our consciousness. And it's really like a muscle that we develop in the gym. We just go into different timelines with our consciousness, possibly closing your eyes and becoming relaxed, going into a state of meditation will help you access those different realities. However, they're all happening at the same time, and we can access them, just like we can access the stars in the sky. We can see them with our eyes. We know they're there. However, the timelines are different. So we see a star that's, I don't know what the time is, 1,000 years ago, or whatever it is. It's not actually present. So it's similar with this quantum reality where we can access different timelines. It doesn't mean that it's right now in 2023. We can access other timelines, other realities. This is a multi-dimensional perspective, means there are multi-dimensions and a number of dimensions, and they are accessible through our consciousness. A lot of it is through the belief, or through the breaking through the limitation of belief, of believing that we cannot do things, believing that we are small. So the more we can believe we are quantum multi-dimensional beings, we are stars, stars in the night sky, the more we can access the quantum world, the quantum reality, different timelines, different realities. So it's all happening now, and it's wonderful to play in this field of the universe. So be playful with it. That's also important. Not to be so serious, because life can seem pretty serious. So we're going to start with our reading. So please hop a comment in the comment section if you would like a reading. If you do have a question. Marilyn, yes, someone in the universe, the earth is being born, and that's I like how you put that. That's a beautiful way of thinking. The earth is alive, and part of the meditation today is helping us to remember who we are, remembering where we come from, and remembering these glorious natural beings that have been around for thousands and thousands of years before humanity came to the earth, the trees, and remembering their intelligence, their wisdom. That is really going to help us take care of them, and that connection has been lost. We've disconnected from our essential nature, from our origins, from our ancestors. And think of the trees as our ancestors, and in that way you'll really feel their love and realize that love is transcendent, that love continues. And if you destroy that life force, it's kind of like destroying your ancestors. It's sad, and it's self-destructive, and it's we are more than that. We're not here to destroy this planet. We're here to co-create. That's our highest potential, our highest timeline, to awaken all to the truth of that we are part of. We're part of Earth. We're here to nurture Earth, and Earth is nurturing us. So it's a symbiotic relationship. And Casey, I'm just reading your comment. I'm a chosen one. So yeah, I'm just wondering, chosen by whom? We are all chosen ones. We're here right now. We've chosen to be here. So we are chosen, and we are choosing. And these are inseparable. These are both truths. And awakening is what we're here to do. So that's wonderful, Casey, and thank you so much for being here. So I'm just going back in the comments, because I think I said I would start with you, Casey Lynn. So Casey Lynn, will start with you, and that will be our first reading. So just clearing the energy, Casey Lynn. And just to answer Marilyn, awakenings don't have to be painful or difficult. No, I would liken it to a birthing process. So the birthing process is often defined by the idea of pain and suffering, which creates pain and suffering, and it becomes often a trauma in the human experience. And it is possible to transmute that through one's consciousness. And if you search online, you'll find women that have been able to transmute that, and it's incredibly powerful. The consciousness when one brings a child, how one brings a baby into the world, and I believe being in tune with nature. Water birthings are what I advocate where possible, being in water. However, there's an orgasmic experience in birthing. So many women, through their alignment and connection with themselves and connection with nature, they're able to go through a tremendous spiritual transformation, and which is kind of like an epiphany, and it doesn't have to be difficult. It's really the consciousness of that experience. So it's possible to transmute pain. It's possible to shift that. There's some powerful beings able to do that, Marilyn. So it's definitely within our ambit. However, wherever we are tuned into is important. So there's not a one size fits all answer or approach, and it's a big question about whether awakenings are painful or difficult, because it doesn't have to be so. No, it's really part of how we're processing it. And when we have a lot of self-care, when we feel exhaustion, when we need to rest, when we have self-care associated with that doesn't judge that experience or judge ourselves as not worthy or incomplete through being tired or feeling exhaustion. If that can just be acceptance from a pure heart, and just be all right, my body needs to rest, and just see your body as a vessel for your soul, and honor your body as a vessel for your soul without judgment, because the judgment only adds it will only bring pain and suffering to your experience when you judge yourself. So bringing love and acceptance to the field will enhance your experience and bring you, I believe that you can transcend the suffering. If we use exhaustion as an example, our awakening may, that's up to our consciousness, our perspective. So I would say feeling exhausted, it depends on your perspective on that exhaustion, whether your awakening is painful or difficult. So that would be my answer, Marilyn, and that's what I'm guided to tell you. And you've just shared with us about your spinal fluid and the activation that happened afterwards. So often there is this channel, the tunnel that we move through, that we do move through pain, and that is a sort of moving through a tunnel towards the light, and then coming out on the other side as a liberation, as a gateway. So a lot of people have had these experiences, Marilyn, and thank you for sharing. But just coming back to Casey Lynn, and we're going to do your reading, Casey Lynn. So I'm going to just go ahead and clear the energy and pick a couple cards for you. All right. So what jumps up for you, Casey Lynn, is actually a couple of cards. Definitely getting a feeling like action is important right now. That you're in a transformative period of your life. So you're really sort of setting foundations right now. Feels like a lot of foundations are being set, and some of those are gonna, 20 years from now, are gonna really be kind of looking back. You'll be like, oh, okay, well that happened and this happened and that set me on this course. So these are very important times that you just navigate the ship and make sure that you are doing what's right for you and being practical. So practicality is important for you right now. Don't rush into anything. Really take time. I really encourage you to make decisions strategically and not rush into them. That when you have the right decision, jump into it with confidence and with certainty that you are supported, things are going to work out, because you have a lot of abilities, Casey Lynn, a lot of qualities. I would say I really feel a lot of quality about you as a soul, and it's multi-level qualities. It's kindness, it's intelligence, it's a real sense of wanting justice, wanting to do good, wanting to make the world a better place. So you're here as part of this change, and things are being woven into your existence. Take time to make decisions. Sometimes sleep on them. Don't rush into things. Trust the process. Trust this growth process. Make really, take good care of yourself. There is some love around you, though, some romantic energy as well. I'm also seeing some romantic energy. Let's just, yeah, it definitely feels that there is some kind of love blossoming around you. So it's that usually signifies a new kind of romantic love. So just look out for new connections. It feels like you're kind. I just feel like I see you in a library and I see you in a cafe, and I feel like you're almost like you're a little bit of a cafe culture person, very sociable. You've got a real sweetness about you and a lovely sociable. And just take time for yourself, because it feels a little bit like you need to take more time for yourself. You're empathic, and you need to honor just taking time for yourself. That's really important, that you honor yourself and your gifts and your sensitivity, and you're not overextending yourself. You're knowing that just take that time out for you. And it feels like you're quite sociable, quite shy, or quite introverted. So also just just really honor that time for yourself. You do have a creative energy, a wonderful creative energy, and so projects that allow yourself to self-express are really going to help you. So just we'll see what opportunities are coming for you to creatively express yourself. Really nurturing yourself is important, and allow yourself to flow. There are some nice people around you, camaraderie, good connections with you. So it's really positive. So yeah, just find your balance. There's nothing. I don't have anything sort of huge to say to you. It's just take time out for yourself, nurture yourself. You're a special soul that's here for a purpose and here to raise the vibration of humanity. So you're part of the change. So definitely you are part of the change happening, and just realize that people have different perceptions and different ways of seeing the world, and they're not necessarily wrong. It's just a different, see more of a rainbow sometimes in how people are perceiving the world. It's more of a rainbow, and you're not here to get overly involved in politics or religions or belief systems that are too strong. That's going to take you out of your center. So keep coming back to your center and just be a little bit measured in your approach to your consciousness and to taking care of your field of consciousness. So thank you so much, Casey Lynn, and it's really great to see you here. And I'm just going to check the cards because I think I don't know if Mary Lynn wanted a reading. I don't think you asked for one. So we did have and hi, Amanda from Illinois. Oh, thank you, Casey Lynn. That's great. Yeah, you're a very sensitive and kind person. So lots of love to you, and thank you so much for coming in. Shakti Sirius. I love that. Shakti Sirius. So I feel a lot of connection with Sirius. So I'd love to share more about your connection with Sirius. And that's a wonderful Shakti Sirius. I love that. That's beautiful. So I'd love to hear more about you, Shakti. And you've asked for a reading. So let's have a look at Shakti. Just catching up on the readings. So we'll do Shakti Sirius, and then Amanda Jockish. You've asked for a reading, so we'll do Amanda next. Okay, so just clearing the energy and looking at that picture and just laughing. It's very strong, lots of color, and very interesting. So I'd love to hear more about like what that image means to you, Shakti, and what your connection to Sirius is. It definitely there's. I'm a little bit influenced by your picture because I'm just seeing a lot of imagery around you. There's a lot of color and a lot of deities. So I'm sure you're surrounded by deities, Shakti. Okay, so I'm just picking a card, connecting to the earth, connecting to the stars, bringing in the highest good for Shakti and the message of the highest good. And thank you for sharing that, Shakti, your connection with Kali Ma and your past life connection with her. And that's something really beautiful, and I really honor that about you, that you're able to connect with that, able to realize that and remember, because a lot of us, or most of us, came here and forgot. Everything was taken out. So we came here as babies with forgetting all of our history as souls, as spiritual messengers, as spiritual lights, spiritual beings. All right, so let's just have a look. And that's very cool, Shakti, connected to the divine feminine energies and Lilith and Mary Magdalene. Okay. So one of the cards I've picked for you, it's really about a mother's love. It's about birth as a portal, and it's telling me that this image of birthing is important to symbolize bringing in new things in your life. And when you are when you do want to experience something new, really see yourself as stepping into the portal of birthing, which is a deep love that ushers in new life. And there's really a reminder in this card that you are held by the cosmic mother, that there's a divine feminine energy that's holding you in deep, never-ending love and embracing you from its heart. So it's a real tender and nourishing sign, saying there's a deep love from the mother's embrace. And there's a Hathor energy here. There's definitely a Hathor energy here. And so the Hathors are here to tell you to rest in the mother's arms, and you understand this message they're telling me. So this is actually a powerful sign of potency, of femininity, and creation, of birth. And it's also saying that you need to consider mothering yourself as well as others, because the sacred femininity is really important. So embracing your sacred ability, your sacred femininity, honoring yourself as well in the process, and not just mothering others, and also mothering yourself, to create and surrender to your creations, to be held safely within your own heart, because you're being called to remember your place in the web of life, to remember how you are woven into existence, to realize that the cosmic mother is watching you every step on your path. She's there with you. It's feeling like a transition right now. You're part of this transition, and there's a lot of changes going on in your life. It's like you're moving from one way to another way. I feel like in your personal space, it's really important that you move things around, get rid of things, clean up, purify, call on others if you need to help you redirect this energy, because it feels like you need to really cleanse and recycle, restart, shift into a new energy. And your personal space, it feels, is really affecting your energy, and you have a lot of attachments and a lot of energies within your personal space. Things around you some of them are influencing you and kind of taking you away from yourself in some ways. So remember that you are a sacred container. You're cradled in a sacred container, and minimize. So it's saying really important to minimize. Let go of things that you don't need. Let go of things that you can move on to other people that they need, they can use. Because you are being held. You don't need those things around you. Your heart is filled with love, and that's the space for you to go to. So really clear your environment. That's very, very important. And part of the struggle at the moment is that this that you are going through this change. But be reassured that things are going to work out in the best way. Open yourself to receiving the cosmic mother, the overflowing of love from the cosmic mother. So let that really connect to all parts of your life and stretch outwardly from your heart, because you are loved and you are held. And I'm just reading your comment, Shakti. You're in a personal year of 5 and letting go of the memories. Yeah, I really felt that you're holding on to things and they are affecting you, and it's you're a little bit intertwined with certain things. So really, the more you can release, the more space you'll create for yourself. And all our loved ones are there in spirit. They love us and they're there for us. And this is their time was their time to be incarnated, and now this is your time. So your time, it's kind of just freshen up because you're here for a purpose. And clear the space. You'll be able to see them again, and they're in spirit. You can communicate with them. So thank you so much, Shakti. That was really wonderful. Hello, Angela Atkins. Welcome to the show. And thank you so much for coming on, Shakti. That's really wonderful. We're going to do Amanda Jokish next. So Amanda Jokish, first just clearing the energy. I wasn't sure where you were, Amanda. Just checking if you wrote where you are. Illinois. Yeah, I thought you were. So welcome on the show, Amanda, all the way from Illinois. That's wonderful. Thank you. So just checking the cards for Amanda. I'm just going to have some tea to clear my throat. All right, Amanda. Okay. All right, well, it's funny because I picked a card and then another card has just popped out. So it's all happening around here with these cards, Amanda. So I feel like there's a bit of indecision energy around you. Like you're just looking at your path and questioning yourself and looking at different paths on the road and saying, well, should I go left? Should I go right? There's a lot of overthinking happening. And really, I want you to be like sailing in a ship at the sea. Set your sails, and that's the direction. And do it with a full and open heart. Just make your decision. Sleep on it. Journal, write some notes, and then you'll wake up and you'll just know that's the right direction for me, because at the moment it's just moving around you, and I really encourage you to launch. By all means, write a list, pros and cons. Process with your journal, with writing, because that's gonna help you process what you're going through, and then set sail. There's really a strong energy here that's going set sail. Let's move through this indecision. Let's move on forward. Let's not let our thinking get clouded and stuck in this state. Even if you have two roads, standing still isn't gonna get you anywhere. It's only by going along the road, and then you could come back to the other road afterwards. So I feel like you'll make the right choice, something that's going to resonate with you most. I feel like just have the courage to trust yourself, because you are going to receive the guidance you need. And you have a beautiful balance of energies. You have feel like a wonderful balance of energies within you, Amanda. It's just weaving the right chords and moving in the direction that's really gonna it's gonna make your heart sing. And I feel there's a real life cycle occurring, and it's almost like you're here to be intuitive, you're here to be logical, you're here to be passive, you're here to be active. You have a real sense of moving through cyclic energy, moving through your experience in a way that allows you to experience the fullness of life. And also, just sometimes things are happening under the surface where you're not seeing them on the surface. They're being they're happening in your intuition and your receptivity. You're gonna see more glimpses of things awakening. So just be open to what's happening around you, and acknowledge that things are working in your favor. Things are happening in the background. The card that popped out was really beautiful. I'm just going to see if I can show you that card, because it's just it's a very beautiful card that's popped out. It's just it's a cosmic card. I just love this card, and that just popped out, and it's really a goddess of the moon is saying that you are an eternal spirit with beautiful intuition. And the moon in this card is just, it's like a crystal reflective, almost like a sparkling waterfall that's shining its spirit with brightness. And this represents you, that your arms are stretched out upward, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration in your life. And this is all about intuition. It's all about receiving insights from your soul's point of view. So it's telling you have the power to be intuitive, to get information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it to blossom with your abilities. And that's a beautiful card, and that just popped out. That just said, all right, this just has to come through for you, Amanda. So things are moving in the right direction. You have a wonderful energy and a wonderful sense of balance, and you are here to use your intuitive gifts and insights, and really honor those. And thank you so much for coming on to this show. I'm just having a look at if anyone else. I think we've covered everyone. So we do have some trolls. Apologies for that. Mary Lynn. All right, so Mary, we'll have a look at Mary Lynn. Okay, so just clearing the energy. And Mary Lynn, you are from Quebec, I think. So wonderful to have a Canadian, from New Brunswick. And so welcome, Mary Lynn. And so I'm just so happy we don't always have Canadians. So I'm just happy. To have a Canadian. And I'm going to shuffle the cards, and we're just going to shuffle. And thank you so much, Amanda. So New Brunswick French, from the town of Carriquay. Okay, well, something pops out at you, Marilyn. Some card has popped up. My grandmother was born and raised in Quebec. Oh, okay. Thanks, Debbie. So Debbie's grandmother was born and raised in Quebec. So we have all these wonderful Canadian connections going on. So Marilyn, let's just see what comes up for you. And all right, we've got very powerful cards for you, Marilyn. This is really interesting. What's happening around you? I would say a lot of the male spirits, male energies around you. Just gonna see if pick from the Starseed Oracle and see if what comes up. All right, so you're here as an activator. You're here as an activator to activate the energy grid of the planet. So there's a real connection to the light body of the earth, the crystal grid of the planet. It also has a transmission from other realms. So there's a connection to the stars with you. So you're here to be a portal, so to balance the planet with your energy. And definitely you're part of this crystalline grid. You're part of the fabric of this light body. And so you can receive that wisdom, but you're here to heal and inform as well, connecting to the stars, connecting to the earth. So you are here in a healing capacity. The card that popped out was a little bit more romantic. It just felt a bit more like a masculine figure, a romantic card. So I just it's not 100% a romantic card. It feels like there's a man dealing with emotions and bringing more love into your life, but it feels like there is an actual love interest here. So just honor your emotions, honor your feelings, and enjoy that. So the masculine cards, I have a lot of them. There's quite the magician and the healer. So you've got both magician and healer. So both those archetypes of magician and healer. So those have come through for you, Marilyn. So that's about using your power, knowing your power, knowing that you are that you do have the power of the magician, that you can be a force to be reckoned with in the world and bring forth this light and this energy. The healer card is also very powerful. It's bringing you divine consciousness, bringing you love and healing. You're able to revitalize your own life force and unblock stuck energy. And so there is a strong presence in your life. Connect to the miraculous, to healing and to magic. So that's very powerful cards for you, very beautiful cards. And I'm feeling a lot of support around you. That you do have these magnificent powers within you, and you are here for purpose, a cosmic purpose. So it's just wonderful to have you on the show, Marilyn, and thank you so much. And thank you everyone for coming forward. Helen, welcome back, and great to see you, Helen. So thank you so much for everyone for coming through. Please do share the show. We'll be back next week the same time. Send your questions through. Feel free to connect with me on my YouTube channel. You can also sign up for a free session on heal.me, and I'm available for you. Send in your questions. If you do want me to cover certain topics, you can also send me an email, send me a message via my YouTube channel. And you can also donate to me. That would be much appreciated through the PayPal link. And thank you so much all for coming today, and lots of love to everyone. Big love to you, and thank you everyone.